Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is our today's question on LeetCode, and this question is basically daily challenge for 16th July, and the question is smallest sufficient time, sufficient team. So we will read the question and we will try to figure out how we can solve this question. So basically in a project you have a list of required skills. So this basically we have list of required skills, okay, and the list of people. The ith person, people I, contains a list of skills that the person has. So basically we have two things with us. One is required skill. So this is a list of required skills, and the other one is list of people. So it contains a skill of each person. Okay. So what they was considered a sufficient team, a set of people such that for every required skill in required skills there is at least one person in the team who has that skill. We can represent this team by the index of each person. So basically what they mean, we have to create a team from some peoples of this from this list such that our required skill should be fulfilled. Okay, so let us see what we can do. We can choose 0th person and the second person in order to fulfill our all the required skills. So if I make a team of 0th person and second person, I will get all three required skills. Okay, also I can also make the team of all three persons in order to get what, in order to get all the skills which was required for the project. Okay, moving further, return any sufficient team of the smallest possible size represented by the index of each person. So basically we have to return the team of smallest size. Okay, so we have to try to minimize the thing, and how we will represent the team, we will just represent it with the index of people. So if we have a team of 0 and 2, we will represent team as 0 and 2. So let us see how we can solve this question. So basically this is the question, and this is our required skills, and this is the list of people along with their skills. So before we dive into any kind of solution, we will first do something. We will assign some values to all the skills. So what we'll do, for each skills we will assign some values. Okay, so for this one we will assign 0, for this one we will assign 1, and for this one we will assign 2. Okay, so we have assigned some values to each of the skills. So for Java we have a value associated with Java is 0. For Node.js we have a value 1, and for React.js we have a value 2. So what we will do, we will try to represent these sets in form of a numerical value. Okay, so what we are doing here, we will try to represent these sets in form of any numerical value. So let us see how we can solve this thing. So basically you can see that there are total of 3 skills with us. So let us say 3 skills. Okay, skill 1, skill 2 and skill 3. Okay, so what we'll do, let us do the thing for the third one. So for third person or second person, this person with index 2, what we will do, we will just do something. So you can see that for this one it will be 0, this one will be for 1, and this one will be for 2. So 0 stands for Java, 1 stands for Node.js, and 2 stands for React.js. So we will write 1 if we have a particular skill, otherwise we will write 0. So for 0 means Java. So for second person you can see that Java is not present, so we will write 0 here. For 1 you can see that Node.js is present, so we will write 1 here. And for 2 you can see that React.js, so React.js is available as a skill, so I will write 2 here. Okay, so sorry, 1 again. So the value associated with this set will be nothing but 1, 1 and 0. And similarly for this one the value will be nothing but 0, 0, 1. And for Node.js the value will be 0, 1 and 0. So basically what we have to do, we have to choose some peoples such that the union of the skills will be required skills. So all of them are in the required skills. So basically what we will do, what we are doing, if we choose two persons, this one and this one, so what we will do, what we are doing, we are doing union of say skills of both person. So if we choose any two person or three person, what we are doing, we are just doing union of those skills. So in this representation, in numerical representation, what does it mean? So basically it was 0 1 0 0 1 0. So in numerical representation, it means that if we are doing union, so in numerical representation we are just doing bitwise OR. So for this number, this representation, and for this representation, what we will do, we will do, or we are doing bitwise OR. Okay, so the whole question is now simplified to another question. And you can see that also one more thing, here also you can see that we have three skills with us and we need all the skills. So I will write 1 1 and 1 here. So basically our target will be nothing but 1 1 1. So this is going to be our target. And what we are doing, the whole what we will do, or what the question is simplified to. So basically the whole question is simplified to an easier version, and that question is nothing but, I will write here what we have to do. We have to choose minimum numbers from an array such that bitwise OR is target. So this is our question. So basically we are supposed to do this. Okay, and in order to solve this part, what we will do, we will use some sort of recursion, and we need to minimize the time complexity, so we will use memoization here. Okay, so let us see how we can solve this question. We will try to code it. So basically before we do something else, we will first declare some variables. So intr is nothing but number of required skills. So required skills dot size, so it is nothing but total skills required. Okay, another one will be intn, it is nothing but number of people, so it is nothing but people dot size. I will write here number of peoples. And what next, what we will do, we will assign some values to all the skills. So for this I will use unordered map of string and integer mp. So what we will do, we will assign some values. Okay, so for this what we will do, we will iterate over all the skills. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than r, and I plus plus. And what we will do, mp of required skills of I is nothing but I. So basically we have assigned the values. And what next, we will create this representation for each skill set. So for this what we will do, we will have to store those representations in a form of vector. So we will have a vector with us, so vector of int, and let us say the name of that vector is nothing but people skill. So it is nothing but people skills. So it will store the numerical representation of what, it will store numerical representation of skill set of each person. Okay, so for this what we will do, we will iterate over all peoples. So yeah, and we will have a integer mask here. So basically this mask uh, will be used to create that numerical representation. So what we will do, we will iterate over all its skills. So for auto skills of ELE, and what we'll do, we will just do OR of mask with what we will do, we will I will just explain it later, I will just write it first. So I will be doing OR of mask and MP of skills. Okay, not MP of skills, 1 and MP of skills. So basically what are we doing, we are just setting the bit of this number. So basically this index is nothing but MP of skills. So what we are doing, uh, let us say it is an index. So for this index, we are what we are doing, we are updating the bit to set bit. So what we are doing, for the index MP of skills, we are updating the bit to set bit, which means that we have this skill in our representation. So this is our representation, and what we will do, we will just push back this representation in people skills. So I will push back it in here, and yeah, so in this way I have stored all the representations in this vector. And what I will do, we will have a integer target with us. So it will not be an integer, it will be a long because of the constraints. So it is nothing but, it will be, you can see that the target is nothing but 1 1 1. So it is a what it is a binary representation of 7, which is nothing but 2 to the power 3 minus 1. So I will write here, it is nothing but power of 2 comma r minus 1. So it is the target. And again, for memoization, what we will use, we will use a vector of long. So we will use a vector of long dp, and the size of this vector is nothing but 2 to the power r, and I will initialize it with int max. So this is what will be the use of this vector. It will be used to memonize, it will be used for memonization. Okay, so this is the purpose of this vector. And what we will do, we will have a recursive function with us, in which we will solve we will get the choice corresponding to this target. So basically what we need this target, and for this we will create a recursive function which will represent the minimum choice, or which will represent an integer which is nothing but a representation of minimum choice of numbers. So what I will do, uh, what we will do, we will have a function which returns an integer which represents what it represents, which represents the or we can say that whose binary representation represents the choice of elements. So what we will do, we will just create this vector, or sorry, this function. So the return type will be nothing but long. So we will have the return type long because you can see that the constraints are very high. It is of order 60. So basically it is of order 2 to the power 60. It is nothing but long. So let us have that function get choices, and the parameters will be long target. And again this vector, okay, people skill. So I will paste it here directly, and I will pass it through reference. Okay, and again we will have a vector dp vector with us. Okay, so I will again paste it, and we will pass it by reference because we are going to update it. Okay, so talking about the base case, if the target is 0, so basically if target is 0, we will just return 0 in this case. Okay, and if we know the value corresponding to target, what we will do, we will just return it. So what does it mean? If we know the value corresponding to target, so if dp of target is not equal to int max, what we will do, we will just return the dp of target. Okay, so we will just simply return the value of dp of target, and otherwise what we will do, we will iterate over all the representations. So this was the representation. Okay, so this was the representation, and what we will do, we will choose the elements and we will solve for it. Okay, so what I will do, I will iterate for all the representations. So for int I is equal to 0, comma I less than uh, people skills dot size, basically I am iterating over this, and I plus plus. And what I will do, if I choose this, what we will do, we will have another variable with us. So basically I will try to explain that what is the meaning of that variable. So that variable will represent the choice. So I will first write here int new target. Okay, so it will be nothing but what does it mean? So I will first write here so new target is representation of choice when we choose some people skills. Okay, so if I choose a particular people skills, so we will left with other choices, and for other choices the representation or numerical representation will be new target. So basically new target is nothing but we will, what we will do, we will just do this. So basically what does it mean, I will explain. So people skills of I. So what I have done, basically I have removed this choice from the target. So I have removed this choice from the target, which means I have got this skills, and I will solve for other skills. Okay, so I will solve for new target, and again what we will do, we will solve for new target. So for that I will have another variable get choice new. So what it will be, it will be the what I will do, I will solve recursively again for this new target, get choices for new target, and rest parameters will be as it is, and dp. So basically for this choice I will solve, and for what will be our overall. So this is the choice corresponding to the new target, but our overall choice will be nothing but, I will write here, so long overall choice will be nothing but it will be the bitwise OR of this skill and this one. So I will write here, it will be bitwise OR of this index. So for it I will write it like this, and our new choice, so get choices new. Okay, so this will be the overall representation of target. Okay, overall representation of choice of target. Okay, so what we will do, so again now we have to minimize the number of peoples in our team. So what we will do, we will just count the set bit of this overall choice, and we will try to minimize it with from previous results. So for this, what we will do, I will use bit set, and you can see that the size of peoples are total 60. So bit set of 60, and I will write here mask old. So basically I will be uh, counting the say bit count. Okay, I will count the set bit of our previous value, which will be stored in our DP, and count of set bits of our overall choice. So what I will do, so I will write mask old, which represents the which is the binary representation of our last or any previous value. So it is nothing but DP of target. And again we have bit set 60 for mask new. It is bitwise representation of our overall choices. So overall choice, so I will write here, it is nothing but uh, base wise representation of it is a bitwise representation of our previous values, okay, which we have computed. And it is nothing but it is bitwise representation of our overall choice, okay. So what we will do, we will just count the set bits. So the count for old one is CNT old, and it will be nothing but, what I will do, it will be nothing but mask old dot count, okay. So it will count the count all the set bit of mask old, and count new is nothing but similarly mask new dot count. So it will count all the set bit of our overall choice. So what I will write here, uh, count of all set bits in mask new, and it is nothing but count of all set bits in our, sorry, it was in old one, okay. So it was count of all set bits for mask old, and it was count of all set bit for mask new. So what we'll do, we will compare it, and if count old is greater than count new, which means that our new count, that is for our overall choice, the number of set bits are less. So if number of set bits are less, so I will write here, it shows that number of set bits of overall choice is less. So what does it mean? It means less size, okay, or it means a lesser size. So what we will do, we will just update the value of our target. So the value of target will be nothing but overall choice, okay. And what we will do, we will just return our DP of target. So in this way our recursive function will work. So basically what we have done, if we have target is equal to 0, we will just return 0, and if we know the value of target, we will just return int max, which means it is not int max, so we will just return its value. And otherwise what we will do, we will iterate over all the skills, all the representation, and for each representation we will get our overall choices with us. And what we will do, we will compare the bit count, okay. We will compare the count of all set bits for both the cases, and if for overall choice number of set bit are less, we will just update DP of target with overall choice. So this was our recursive function, and let's move on to our main function again. So it will give us the choice, okay. So what we will do here, so we will get our answer. So long choice, okay, choices will be nothing but get choice. The function was get choice, you can see that it was get choices, okay. So it was get choices and the parameters where you can see the target. So I have written target here. Okay, so target and people skills and again DP. So these are the parameters. You can see that target, people skills and DP. So we got the choices from this function, and what we will do, we will just represent it in a form of binary string. So we will have a string s with us. So bit set of 60 and of choices dot to string. So it is nothing but this is a binary string representing the choice. Okay, so it is a binary representation of choices, and what we will do, we will reverse it first. So we will reverse this string, or what we will do, okay, we will first reverse this string, and we will iterate over this string. And you know that if we have a choice, let us say we have a choice as represented with the number 5. So basically the representation will be nothing but 1 0 1. So what does it mean? This is going to be our 0th bit, this is going to be our first bit, and this is going to be our second bit. So we will choose our first people, 0th people. Then we will choose we will not choose our first people, and then we will not choose our, then we will choose our second people. So in basically we have to iterate reversibly in this string. So in so we have to iterate reversibly. So I have used this reverse function, and then we will iterate in normal way. So I have reversed the string, and I will iterate over the string. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than 60, basically size of string will be 60 and I plus plus. And what I will do, uh, if if the ith bit is set, that is 1, we will store that bit index I, otherwise we will not store. So for this we will use a vector. So vector of int final answer, let us say final answer. So what we will do, if s of I is equal to 1, so if s of I is 1, what we will do, we will push back I in our final answer. So I will push back I in our final answer, and after that what we will do, we will just return final answer. So let us see whether the code works or not. There was some sort of runtime error here. So let us see what the runtime error here. So let us again check from the starting. So basically when we have target is equal to 0, we will return 0. If target is not equal to int max, we will return dp of target, and after that we will iterate over all the peoples, and sorry, okay, I will iterate over all the peoples, and we will have our new target with us. Okay, so what we will do, we will do one thing here. If a new target is not equal to our old target, okay, if new target is not equal to our old target, then and only then we will do all these things. So I will explain this part also, but let us see whether it works or not. So yeah, it is working. So I will explain this part. So basically if our new target is equal to target, we don't need to do all these things. Okay, because of the fact we will not choose this people skill. So basically from this people skill, if it is equal, so I will write here, if new target and target are equal, it means that no change because of I, okay, ith people or ith person. So we will not choose the ith person for our team, and otherwise, so I will write here, we will not choose the ith person. So that's why when new target is not equal to target, we will do all these things in that case. So let us see for main cases. So yeah, all the cases are passing, so you can see that all the cases are passing. And let us try to understand this question again, or this code again. So what we will do, we will, as we said, as I said here, we will just represent all the strings, all the skills with a particular number, and all this according to these numbers, all these skill sets will be represented in some binary representation. And what we will do, we will choose some of the binary representations from this uh, array, and we will do bitwise OR, and we will get target. So basically the whole question was basically nothing but we are given an array of some numbers, and we have to do bitwise OR of those numbers, and we have to obtain target. So basically we have to choose minimum number of uh, elements. So that's what we have done here in this recursive function. So uh, what we have done, we have a target with us, and if the target is 0, we will return 0. And if we know the value of target, that is we have used memoization here. So if you know the value of target, you will just return it. And otherwise what we will do, you will iterate over all the all the representations of people. And what you will do, if after taking after choosing a particular person, if the target is not changing, basically if new target is equal to target, it is not changing in that, so in that case we will not do anything. And if it is changing, what we will do, we will find the value of get choice for the new target. And what we will do, we will get our overall choices by doing bitwise OR of this value and this value. And what we will do, we will compare the number of set bit of our old value, which have been pre-computed somewhere. So you can see that the pre-computed value is nothing but dp of target. So we will count the set bit for this value and this value. So the count old is nothing but count of all set bit of mask old, which is nothing but representation of old value. And count new is nothing but count of all set bits in mask new. So it is nothing but mask new is nothing but bitwise representation of our overall choice. So if our count old is greater than count new, what we will do, we will just update the value of our dp of target, and after that we will return our dp of target. And again from this we will get our correct answer of choice. And what we will do, we will get our choice in binary string. And what we will do, according to this binary string, we will choose our teams and we will return it. So in this way we have solved this question. It was a very typical question. It was basically very hard question, and but you can see how we have solved this question from this explanation and from this code. Okay, so I know that this was very hard question. You can give your time for this question, and if you have any kind of doubt, you can ask me in comment section also. So I hope you have understood my solution, and if you like my solution, you can like my video also. And if you have any kind of doubt regarding this question, or if you want to share any of the ideas regarding this question, you are welcomed in my comment section. And if you want to see some more videos like this, you can subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.